Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for Fire Force Chapter 210. When we last left our heroes, Obi was going around Tokyo trying to drum up support from the other companies, specifically companies 2 and 4, who both pledged their support, though 2 is being a little bit more clandestine about it. We then got a reaffirmation of support from Hibana of Company 5, who came bearing the report from the St. Raffles arc that Victor greedily ate up. And then we had a reintroduction to fucking Scop, from China, who when we last saw him was, like, sneaking around Sumire. So yeah, let's jump right on into chapter 210, an appearance. Our picture here is of a crow, with jet black wings. He can travel to the ends of the earth, but this time he's staying home. One moment. Oh, also we see the cover of Volume 22, which is Yona at his absolute creepiest. Anyway, after, Scop's appearance, Shinra, holds back Tamaki and Arthur. I think he was, fighting with them over all the shipping drama last week. Scop! Shinra! And Scop goes to, give Shinra a big hug. Scop! What are you doing here? Well, I put in a heck of a lot of effort to make it to Tokyo, let me tell ya. Actually, how do you get through the ocean? I started off by following the road from the Oasis to Qingdao. I thought it was just Qingdao last time. There's an extra ing in there I'm kind of confused about. And I tell ya, the surviving Infernals didn't like that. I thought my goose was cooked. But just then, I got an idea. Is the fur in Infernals being spelled like animal fur a reference to them being animal Infernals? Because we see there's an infernal dog there. B, somehow Scop's accent. Or C, just a typo. I'm not sure. I like the idea that animals are called infernals. It's really funny. Anyway, but just then I got an idea. I do my best work underground. With that in mind, I dove under, right there on the spot. That dang infernal wouldn't call it quits. He'd tail me all over the place. I like the idea that the mole did not immediately think to dig underground. At first I thought we were at a standstill, but nope, he had me cornered. I figured the moment I got tuckered out, he'd dig me right out of my hole and finish me off. That was one scary infernal. Things had turned into an endurance contest, and it was me or him. But it was obvious how it would end. I was having to dig through the earth while he just ran on top of it. I'd tire out first. I might have been underground, but he had my number. Why not go lower underground? I knew if I kept on like that, I was in trouble. But if it was going to be a match, then I figured whoever was faster was on top. I had to make my move while I had some strength. So I lunged! I used the attack I just treated you guys to! Lushan, Earth Dragon Strike! And he, uppercuts the Infernal. Let me take a sec to tell you about Lushan, Earth Dragon Strike. What I do is, I focus every nerve in my body on the digging power of my right paw. Then I puff up all my fur and then lunge! It's a punch that's a guaranteed KO! Translator note, Scop's attack name is a reference to Saint Seiya. Rozan Dor Yuha, Lushan Earth Dragon Strike, with Earth Dragon being a reading of Mole. Sounds like Rozan Sho Ryuha, Lushan Rising Dragon Lord, which I guess from Saint Seiya. Nobody's more surprised than me, I can tell ya. I did like I promised Shinra, and I've been digging 1,000 holes every day. Scop indeed said this to Shinra and the rest left the peninsula way back in 122. Admittedly, I kind of forgot about that. It was like my digging power level had increased from 10,000 to 100,000. And just then, Shinra taps on Scop's head. Hey, excuse me. Can I interrupt, Scop? Actually, thinking about it, he's kind of... One second, no, let's see how people's reactions are before I make that reference. This is a really interesting story, but it's not what I wanted to know. Why are you here? Why? Yeah, why? Hehehe, why? You want to know why I'm here? What I was getting at earlier was that his kind of rambling story is very Excalibur-like. But everyone's reactions are not very Excalibur-like, so I'm not going to really make that reference. I'll tell you why, but hold on to your hats. The Infernal I'd taken out with my Lushan Earth Dragon Strike suddenly got up and looked at me. Turns out I didn't just beat him, I won his friendship. Wait, hold on! That's a fucking Infernal! They can do that?! He popped me on his back and we took off for that place, Qingdao. You know the one, the place in China. So that's why I'm here, because an Infernal brought me. Shinra's just that's... We're getting to the Excalibur point, I'm realizing. Because Shinra's like, that's still just not what I'm asking. I was heading for Qingqingdao, no matter what it took. I needed to find a ship that would bring me to Tokyo. That infernal was darn fast. He got me to Qingqingdao safe and sound. But that also meant we had to part as friends. I love the kind of like, there's kind of like an old Western vibe going on there as like Scop departs. I didn't have any time to feel sad about it though, when he like climbs into a packing crate. I wiped away my tears and hid myself in a box packed with Noto potatoes. Too many O's in there. I couldn't quite fit in the box with it packed like that, so I had no choice but to eat some. I hated to do that to Juggernauts, but it was for the mission. Yeah, poor Juggernaut, though. Also, he specifically goes for the box of Juggernaut's potatoes. Low blow, dude. It was smooth sailing to Japan. By the time it arrived, I managed to finish off all the potatoes. I really did feel bad for Juggernaut. I'm not sure he does. And the crew member on the ship opens the box. Damn it, a rat got into the box! And Scop hears that. A rat? I couldn't believe the nerve! I'd heard plenty of times that Tokyo humans are cold and mean, and it seemed to be true. Calling me a rat, honestly. Why a rat of all things? I couldn't forgive that. What would make him think a rat did what I did? Unbelievable. What part of me looks like a rat? And he looks in the mirror, and he's expanded with all the potatoes he's eaten. When I saw my reflection in the mirror, I didn't look like a mole or a rat. If anything, I looked like a potato. Neo Knight, shoot! And Arthur comes in mid-story and just kicks Scop. Where did that come from? Good work, Arthur. A little heavy-handed, but at least you stopped him. Shinra's just I'm so fucking done with this story. There's your Excalibur reference there. And Arthur picks him up. Don't go eating other people's potatoes! And Iris chimes in, that's right, Mr. Mole. And Shinra and Tamaki can't believe that that's what they're focusing on. Really? And Hinoa walks up. I read the report about Qingqingdao, but... And Obi, is just blank-faced. Yeah, it's an actual talking mole. Hibana is I heard the gas leaks can get you high. I assumed it was a hallucination. But, hey, hand that thing over! And Shinra, grabs Scop out of Arthur. Scop, what did you come to Tokyo to do? Oh, right! The Lady in Black's final message! I came to give it to you! It's about the coming Cataclysm! Now he gets to the point. So now Scop is sitting down on a mat. Everyone is waiting to hear him speak. What the heck? You don't want to hear the tale of my grand adventure, and now you're all sitting up straight? And Shinra just cuts him off. Get on with it. You want to know about the Cataclysm? Well, good, it's why I'm here. She said the Cataclysm is close at hand, right in front of us. Things are different this time around. The pillars, pie, they've got everything. Also, Happy Pie Day, by the way. I haven't said that yet, but it's kind of fitting, given how much the series is interested in pie right now. And this is Victor. So the markings in Qingqingdao were pie, and I read in Captain Hibana's report on the convent. The underground pillars were arranged in a circle. So you're saying those things are related to the Cataclysm? I heard from the lady that the main reason the Cataclysm failed last time is because they couldn't get pie decoded. So the Evangelist gave humanity intelligence, enhanced their level of civilization, and kept things going until pi was decoded. So that's an interesting thing, because humanity had intelligence before the Cataclysm. So, they don't seem to have some kind of advanced intelligence compared to the modern day, right? And yet here, Scop is implying that humanity was given intelligence by the Evangelist. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how that works. But then Vulcan raises his hand. I've actually been wondering something on that note. My ancestors built Amaterasu and left behind a key. If there's a relationship between pi and Amaterasu, then maybe that was the key to unlocking pi. I see. So they weren't able to unlock the secrets of pi last time, but Vulcan-kun's predecessors could? So then I guess that's what the key that Giovanni was after way back when was about? Excuse me? But hold on. Did they get the key that time? I don't remember how that arc ended. Did they succeed in stealing the key, or were they pushed back before they could? I don't quite remember. If anyone remembers, please tell me in the comments down below. Anyway, Hibana replies, so you're saying it's too late, and they're already prepared for the new Cataclysm? Our world will merge with Adola and become a burned-up star. What's this Adola supposed to be? Why is the world going to be a flaming star if they merged? Is that supposed to be a question, or does Tamaki really not know what Adola... Have they left Tamaki so far out of the loop that she doesn't know about Adola yet? I don't know. Shinra replies, when we investigated the Chinese peninsula, there were scars left over from the Cataclysm. There was this tear, where it was like the air was warped. Nobody's ever gone in and come back to tell about it. Perhaps Adola is through that rift. So what's on the other side? Seeing that nobody can pass through it, all we can do is make a guess on the surrounding phenomena we've observed. The distorted Earth. And of course you lot. Talking animals. So hold on. If Adola has distorted Earth and talking animals, what the hell is the flame world we've been seeing? I thought that was Adola. But apparently it has distorted Earth and talking animals? Scop replies, I don't know nothing about Adola or where we come from, but being here in Tokyo, it feels like being close to the tear. I did some digging to get a feel for Tokyo. You've got a weird energy flowing through the earth around here. When I felt it, I followed it. And Shinra looks confused at that. It led me to some place, an underground room with pillars in it, and the lady over there, and a weird old granny. So yeah, that's when we saw Scop at the Conman arc. If I'm right, the strange energy you felt and the frequent mysterious earthquakes you've been having have the same source. It might be Sister Sumire. So that's Hibana replying. Seemed like they're trying to start something with those quakes. And then a huge earthquake comes in. Another earthquake? A huge one. It's happening again. This shaking isn't natural. And we see the waves, really, get large. The sea is rising. Look out! Hey, look! Whoa, what is that? What the hell is going on? And we see, these are some, sailors. And we see a pillar rise out of the water. A massive, mysterious pillar has appeared. The advance towards the Cataclysm continues. With impending ruin before their very eyes, what will the fire soldiers do? To be continued in chapter 211, to the base of the pillar. Alright, once again, heading towards the finale here. Which is kind of what I've been saying for the past, month and a half, but we really are. Here, the first, half of the chapter is funny, but it's, pretty forgettable. Pretty unimportant, I'll say. The real meat of the chapter comes at the end. The message from the Lady in Black, which is that, basically all the reasons they failed, the White Clads failed last time, aren't going to happen this time, which we kind of already knew. So really, I feel like Scop, this whole chapter is not about getting a message, but about Scop joining the crew for the last arc, which is good. Scop should be here for the last arc. He's, kind of a character that played a big role in an arc that had some huge implications, but then he never really returned, so I'm happy to have Scop back. It's just good for Scop to be around. And then there still is the question about Amaterasu, which actually, going back to what Yona said a couple of chapters ago, Yona implied that he was the one that made Amaterasu, and yet Vulcan is saying that his predecessors did it. So I'm trying to put those pieces together, because Yona does not seem to be lying in his flashback, and Vulcan doesn't technically know what happened, he wasn't there, but maybe Vulcan's predecessor is Yona. But then, I don't quite know how that all plays out in the end. Because, has Vulcan... Because here... Sorry, I'm trying to find the right word for this. I thought it was Vulcan's ancestors, but Victor uses the term predecessor on page 15. So is, ownership of the key something that's passed down, has only recently become hereditary, because we know that his grandfather and father also had it? Or is the idea that Yona made Amaterasu and Vulcan's ancestors made Amaterasu set up that Vulcan is a descendant of Yona? Can Yona have children? Is that a thing he can do? Because he's kind of like a weird rat monster. I'm not entirely sure children is part of the game there. I don't know. I just don't know. And then, of course, there's the final question about what Adola is. This chapter kind of raises. Sorry, have I been like leaning so forward, the top of my head is out of the video this whole time? Ooh, that's bad. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, if Adola is not the flame world we've been seeing, that we've been seeing since the fucking Nether arc, what is it? You know, is it, if it's, you know, the distorted earth and the talking animals, that's very different, because even Adola Links lead to that flaming world. How does it all connect? I don't know. We have to find out soon, though. But there might be, I don't know if that'll be sooner or later, thanks to the arrival of a pillar off the coast. And that's going to be next chapter, to the base of the pillar. But yeah, until then, I got nothing left to say, so I'm going to leave this video off here. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video itself. If you did, drop me a like or subscribe, you know, do whatever makes you happy, you know? And remember, your life is your own, okay? Bye!